Hey, you. Yeah, you. You know what day it is? Yeah. It's Friday. What's up, people? Welcome back to one more episode of the Brew where I talk about crap and you sit there and listen. Alright, so you get things rolling off today. Back in the very first episode of the Brew that I ever tried or put out there for you people to watch or like or hate or whatever. The first episode really of the Brew was all about Never Wet and whether or not Never Wet would work as a sealer for paper mache. So I decided to put it to the test. That first day I put the Never Wet on, ran water over it. It was truly amazing how it turned out. I sunk the thing in the bathtub full of water, did all that, poured water on the inside, and really the results on that first day were really amazing. It was pretty impressive to watch. And posted that stuff up, and of course there were comments, negative and positive towards it. There always are different things. But also on that first brew, I told you that I would set that pumpkin outside and really give it a test against the weather and see how it held up. So the pumpkin was raw. There was nothing else really added to it at all for any kind of weather sealant. And I just put the Never Wet on top of it. So strip and shave pumpkin, Never Wet, and let it go. So January 1st of this year, 2015, the pumpkin went out. It's now, what, April 10th, I think, April 10th. So it's been out there, 3 months or so, going through the weather. Here's what we're looking at. Here, let me show you this. Here's what we got. This thing, so one of my dogs ate the stem off, so I can't count that as Never Wet breaking down. But I've got some mold growing on it now. It has collapsed some. It's cracked and broke. It's deformed. Hey, it still has somewhat of a pumpkin shape left to it. But in all honesty, yeah, the Never Wet did break down after time. But you guys got to realize, too, this thing was out for 3 months. This was rained on. This was snowed on. The snow melted, absorbed into it. It was sleeted. It was frozen. And then here lately, it's gone through some pretty hectic weather that we've had due to spring outside, some heavy downpours and stuff. So, yeah, it broke down. The Never Wet broke down. You can tell. It allowed moisture in. It's allowing this thing to mold. It's nothing good for this anymore but the trash can, which is what I'm going to do when I'm done here. But will it work as a sealer? Yeah, pretty well like a temporary sealer. I wouldn't use it alone, as you can see there, as the standalone sealer for your paper mache projects. I would go ahead and use other sealers such as, a base coat of some kind of weather protectant sealer before you paint, and then your paint, and then any kind of other, you can use a spar urethane or something else on top of that for a sealer. And then if you want to do the Never Wet for the added protection, go ahead. It's going to last, it may last that 30 days of Halloween. It's just an added protection. Now the one thing I can't say is I noticed with this, as the days were going on, it did kind of discolor, and I'm not sure if it was the Never Wet getting hazy or foggy. I really don't know what the deal was. So if you put it over a painted prop, I don't know what'll happen. I guess maybe I need to take one of these things that I got finished up, one that I don't use much anymore. I'll spray some Never Wet over it. We'll throw it outside and see what happens. We'll see if it discolors or something like that, so you guys know. as well. But yeah, it works, but it does break down. Anyway, true results right there, people. No lies, no gimmicks. It was super awesome the first day that I did it. I was extremely impressed, but here we are 3 months down the road, and well, it kind of looks like a pumpkin, but that was it. Just never wet. There you go. I told you guys I'd keep you updated. There we are. This thing's not going to sit out in the yard anymore. It's going in the trash.
Hunts from YouTube!
Alright. So, back to haunts from YouTube. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Going back through all the people I've subscribed to and re-looking through their stuff. I love it. The hunter or the haunt from YouTube today that I want to pull out and recognize is Mike B. The name of his haunt itself is the 39th Street. Yeah, the 39th Street Cemetery. Mike B's, his haunt is more of a display / walkthrough type of thing, and I have to tell you guys, I love Mike B's haunt. I have absolutely been a fan of his haunt from the first time I saw it years ago. He takes so much time, puts so much detail into his haunt. It's just absolutely amazing. It's beautiful to look at. It is, when I watch his videos and take a look, it's just Halloween. I feel like a kid again. I absolutely love it. So anyway, without wasting any more time, Mike B is someone to go check out. But right now, let's take a look at his clip from 2014 and show you what it's all about. Mike's yard display, as you can see, is absolutely amazing. He has so much detail in this. He leaves really nothing out. I mean, from this entry gate that is absolutely phenomenal. It's huge. I love the way it wraps around both sides. I mean, Mike puts everything into it, from the lighting, from the shrubbery that's in there, the tombstones. Just, he leaves no detail out. This little walkthrough goes through into like a cave type of a deal. I'm not going to show you guys all that. You guys are going to have to go check Mike's haunt out yourself. Do it. It is worth watching. If there's anybody that will pump you up for Halloween, it's going to be Mike's display. So if you guys don't know who Mike B is, you know who he is now. Go to YouTube, check him out, subscribe to him, give him a thumbs up. Mike is, I've also personally met Mike at Transworld. He is one of the kindest people you would ever meet. I enjoy talking to him. He's just a great guy. So go check him out, go subscribe, give him a thumbs up, and watch his videos. He has a lot of Halloween related videos on his YouTube channel. Go check him out, look through all of it. They're all great to look at. I'll also leave you guys a link to the 2014 video at the bottom of this on YouTube, and also on the top at Unhinged Props, so you guys can go find him. Check him out. Moving on. Alright, so Artist of the Week this week. Artist of the Week this week is someone that I have been trying to get to post to Halloween paper mache for a while. If any of you guys were following a week ago, I called her out, threatened her on Halloween paper mache that if she didn't post something, I was going to kick her off the page. Anyway, that got her going. She threw up some posts. Thank God, it's finally about time. Artist of the Week this week is Sue Roberts. Sue is, again, she's one of those people that is very sweet, very nice to talk to, very humble. But Sue has amazing talent. It was like pulling her teeth to get her to post. Finally got her to post some pictures to the Halloween paper mache, and everybody loved it. I knew that they would. She does great work. Her haunt and a lot of things she likes to make, which I absolutely love. She's made a lot of the characters from The Nightmare Before Christmas. The detail that she's done on these things is really spot on. When you look at them, you're staring at one of the characters from The Nightmare Before Christmas. She's done such a great job. I mean, even the mayor of the town, his head actually spins and rotates like it does in the show. She's done a great Jack Skellington. She's done all the three little, lock, stock, and barrel, the three little trick-or-treater guys that go out and catch Santa Claus. Those guys turned out amazing. She also did Oogie Boogie. I mean, she's done almost every character, guys. It's worth checking out. Her work is great. I first came across Sue a long time ago again on YouTube, so she does have a YouTube channel. If you guys aren't subscribed to her as well, I guess we're getting a double YouTube thing here. Go check out her YouTube channel. I'll leave a link as well to one of her videos on YouTube so you guys can find her as well. Sue, your work is great. You should share it more. I hope that you post way more than you've posted already on Halloween paper mache. It's something that everybody needs to see. You should be proud of your work. You do a great job. Anyway, thank you, Sue, personally, for finally posting some of your work to the group. So what's new at unhingedprops.com? Well, there's actually a lot really going on right now. I know there hasn't been a lot of new posts as far as tutorials to the website right now, but I've got a whole lot on my plate. At this point in time, we're packing this house up and we're getting ready to move back to my old house back in Baxter just to cut some expenses. So I got a lot going on. I'm trying to do mache work, I'm trying to do tutorials, and I'm trying to pack this house all at the same time. It's really a pain. As well, like I've said before, we do the website is being worked on and being enhanced. When we get that thing done, we'll have it out there for all you guys to check out. I can't tell you exactly when that is. A lot of it is my fault because I've been preoccupied with other things and I haven't been involved like I should, so I can help out the designer to get everything done, and that's truly my fault. But anyway, beyond that, yeah, I'm going to be moving in May sometime, so there may be a 2 or 3 week lag here around May when we're actually moving, that there's not a brew or the tutorials really slow down or you don't really see anything. Maybe I'm not even really posting on Facebook that much. It's just due to me moving. Once I get moved and get settled back in, the ball will be rolling again and we'll be rocking and rolling. But some of the cool new things with Unhinged, and I want to point this out, and I'm ecstatic, very happy. Barry Flanagan has commissioned me out to make 3 props for his haunt, so super excited. Got that on my plate as well. Got to get those to him before October. They should be very, very cool. I think a couple of them I'm actually going to turn into tutorials for the Unhinged website, so we'll see how that goes. Sometimes it's harder to film and make something than it is just to sit down and create something. It's much easier just to create, guys. It's a whole different world. But anyway, I'm so stoked. Thank you, Barry, for giving me the opportunity once again to make something kind of cool and make some props I can go out in a pro haunt somewhere that all kinds of people can see. I love it. I'm glad you chose me. Again, thanks a lot. Super stoked, super excited about that. They're going to be fun, and they should turn out pretty cool. Little bit of a prop update. It's not really a prop update. I'm just making this, and I'm making this for another fellow YouTuber. I'm not going to tell you who I'm making it for, because once they get it, I'm sure you guys will find out who it is. But I'm going to show you this because I've been working on it in evenings and things. And it's based off of, it's a pumpkin, guys, but it's not. I based it off an art design that is not my art design. Let me see if I can find the picture. If any of you guys know, some of you may, some of you may not. ODog331 is a tremendous artist. He's on YouTube. He does a lot of drawings. He does a lot of Halloween-related drawings, and his art is incredible. So a couple of years ago, I had him draw me up a skull with a broken jaw on the bottom of it that I'm trying to use as a logo, and I'm going to do some more work with it. But Otis was also drawing these pumpkins that were just awesome. They had a killer look to them. And I hit him up a few years ago, asked him, hey, I would really like to make some pumpkins that look like what you're doing. I told him I was going to. He was like, oh yeah, I'm cool with that. So anyway, this pumpkin is based off one of his designs. I'll put the pumpkin up here and see if I can find the picture. Anyway, you guys have seen some posts on this on Facebook, but here's a pumpkin I've been working on, and it's all based off of a drawing that Otis did. It's close to his drawing, but it is not exact. I try to put a little bit of my own flair to this thing, but this thing ought to be pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. I honestly don't want it to go. These are one of these things that I would like to just keep around the house because all these awesome pumpkins are going everywhere else, and I don't have any for my yard. Thought I'd show it off. It's almost done. I've kind of skinned it a little bit with some paper towel, but that's not going to be the end of it. I'm going to clay over this and bring out some of these features and make them more prominent. Do some more interesting stuff on the stem up here so it's more coming over the top. But anyway, this is a little side project I've been working on, and you guys will find out who gets it after I ship it off. That's all I'm going to say. One last thing, and then I'm going to shut this down, as if my schedule isn't busy enough. My youngest son came to me the other day. They've got a school project going on where they, it's almost like a wax museum type thing that they do, and they find different characters from stories or books or different things, and then they get a costume, make it up, and they go into the school, and they stage the school up later on after everything's done. And each character is in a different spot, and you got a little tag that says what he is, and there's a little fake button that you push, and then the child is the wax figure, and when you push the button, the wax figure comes alive, and it tells you a little spill in the history of what the character did and what he didn't do and things like that. Anyway, so my son had been hitting me up for a while, and I hadn't been paying too close attention. It's my fault. Horrible dad, right? But he hits me up, and I kept telling him I need some pictures so we can get these things going on. He comes to me last night. He's like, Dad, I got the pictures. Anyway, his character is the god of war from Greek mythology, and he brings me this. So he brings me that picture and says, Dad, that's the coolest picture. That's what I want. There's 2 other kids in school that are going to be him. They're going to go out and buy some plastic things to make themselves, and I didn't want to do that. I knew that you could make something cool from scratch because of everything you do. So will you make me this? And by the way, I need it by May. So there we go. Whole nother project. I went ahead and started with him last night. We did some things to start the chest plate and stuff, but hopefully I can get this knocked out for him. He's excited. I got to get it done for him. That way he will be happy and enjoy himself in school. He's looking forward to it and can't let him down. So I'm going to be pushing this thing pretty hard over the next week, every night after work and everything else is done. So yeah, lots of stuff going on right now. Lots of stuff on my plate. As always, if you're watching it from YouTube, like, subscribe, share it with everybody. If you're watching this from unhingedprops.com, which you should be if you're a member, put some comments on the page itself so we can keep that page alive. Ask questions, whatever it is. I'll answer them. Maybe other people will answer them. Again, guys, thank you all. Thank you all for watching the show. Thank you guys who are members to the site. And until next time, I'm going to bring this back out again. Keep making something from nothing.
What you want?